The corner of Marble Arch and Edgware Road, just off Hyde Park. It's a part of London where Arab culture has felt at home for many years. From culinary delights to bookshops and cinema. It reflects the multicultural nature of this London thoroughfare. To the west is Notting Hill, a favourite area for filmmakers wishing to portray stylish London. The Maramia Cafe has a style of its own. Named after the herb sage, it derives from Maryam or Mary, the mother of Jesus. From the herb imported from Palestine is produced a light, refreshing tea. The name reflects the mix of culture that is Palestinian, not only Muslim, but Christian as well. Just as distinctly Palestinian is a passion for education.
After a year when I came, I did my master, I completed my master, and now I have master degree from London, which is my dream. And 1 year ago, my family came to visit me, and suddenly, you know what's happening in Palestine more, the situation in Gaza especially getting worse and worse and worse with the occupation, with the Israeli punishment of, for everybody. They cannot go back anymore. And now currently we asked, the Home Office to extend the visa, which really we appreciate what they've done with us. And every time they extend the visa without any problems because they understand the situations from what's going on there.
3 generations come together in the cafe. Their clientele reflects the multicultural neighbourhood. When the British journalist Alan Johnston was taken hostage in Gaza, they held a meeting here to plead for his release.
I love this country. I do love this country because everybody here, respect the law. And I like the country, which is I can do what I want to do without anybody asking me, what are you doing? Just you feel you want to do something, just do it. I think this will be future for me here. But I will keep my future in Palestine, which is my family anyway, they will be there still. My cousins will be there, which is I will have future, I will come back, but based in London, in UK.
What's happening in Gaza and the West Bank is never far from their minds. It sets one Palestinian television journalist off on an exploration of the recent elections and the rise of the Hamas party as a political force. After studying at Birzeit University in Ramallah and then Doha, Adim Abu-Middain graduated last year from Goldsmiths College in South London with a master's in television journalism. She wants to know why women in particular seem to vote for Hamas.
As a Palestinian secular woman, let's say, I was stunned by the results of the elections. So I felt that there is a need to know why these people won the election. And what surprised me that I found that a large proportion of the Palestinian society, especially women, they voted for Hamas. So I made this film about Hamas women and how they run institution within Hamas, within the party. They run schools, they run nurseries, hospitals, rehabilitation centers. The film was not a PR for Hamas actually, but it was more to show, what these people do, why the women in Palestine voted for them. On the other hand, I showed those women who are anti-Hamas or anti-religious groups.
The close family ties mean that there are always relatives in Gaza and the West Bank linked with those living in London and elsewhere in the UK. When tensions run high in the Middle East, such as during the withdrawal of Israeli settlers, thoughts are particularly pressing.
It's not in the back of my mind, it's in front of my mind, it's everything what's happening in Palestine, it's making me aware because, it's my country still, and it's my culture, it's my cousins there, it's my sister still there. Everything's happened, every action's happened there. I have to know why is this happening. The only problem we have now is no one understands what's going on there because so many problems between Hamas and Fatah, between the president and the prime minister, between Israel and Palestinian. It's so many problems there, which is really too much information to follow up, and too much things and disasters and problems to really understand.
The reporting of the Middle East by Western media has come under particular scrutiny in recent years. Sharif Nashashibi is Palestinian, born into a family of both Muslim and Christian faith. Over the past 7 years, he and colleagues developed Arab Media Watch, monitoring how the British media report the situation in Gaza and the West Bank in particular.
I think there are two problems. There's the lack of coverage, because I don't think it gets anywhere near as much news as it should, and the way it's covered. And I think there are lots of problems in the way that it's covered, ranging from, and we've done numerous studies on the way that it's covered. The lack of Palestinian sources in news reports vis-a-vis Israeli sources, the lack of background context for stories, the lack of reporters on the ground is an issue. Who is described responding to who? I mean, there are so many issues and nuances that we've looked at in reporting that really don't favour the Palestinian side.
Over the past year, there's been pressure from some British academics for a boycott of their Israeli counterparts because of the situation in the Middle East. Majida Kresha is Palestinian, installed in Belfast before coming to University College London. In the course of her work, she has contact with Israeli colleagues.
I think it depends on the subject. Sometimes we feel a bit relaxed and we can discuss one or two things from different perspectives. But on other times, I think we feel it is safer just to leave it as it is. I think it depends on how difficult the situation back in Palestine is. And sometimes we feel free over the lunch to just basically discuss what's happening in the Gaza Strip or what Hamas or Fatah are doing recently. But I think lately we've been sort of trying to avoid the subject because of the volatility of the situation back home.
An aspect of British life where Palestinians are playing a leading role is in the formation of the Arab Forum. Though many community associations are already in existence, this aims to represent all Arabs in Britain.
It's not affiliated to any political party, and therefore you could have any political ideology and still believe in it. It's just really to promote the Arab community as part of the British system, to make them interact with the British government, to make them believe in different issues that are part of the British fabric of this society.
The founders of the Arab Forum are trying to provide a platform for the 700,000 people of Arab origin living in Britain. They may represent a broad range of views and lifestyles, as do those in the Palestinian community.
It's extremely important not just for the cohesion of the community itself, but also for the West, for let's say for predominantly Christian countries, to see that there are also Arab Christians, and that it's I think this kind of takes away from this silly idea of this clash of civilizations that you're talking about, a kind of Muslim Arab world versus a Christian West. I mean, I think it's important to see that there are these differences, and that Arabs can get along regardless of their nationality or their faith.
Atullah Said was one of the many whose life was marked by the events of 1948 and the creation of the State of Israel. He is active in domestic politics, a co-founder of the Arab Forum, as well as placed to see subtle changes in attitude.
The second generation, the third generation, the children, my children, for example, they only would like to talk about them because of me. They don't want to hurt my feelings sometimes. They want to show that their loyalty is to me. But really, I expect the second, third generation, they won't have the same attachment to home politics, because this is our, this is our home. This is the country which welcomed us, gave us what we didn't get in Arab countries. I mean, this is our future, and the future of our children, and the future of the children of our grandchildren.
Said's energies are directed towards encouraging his fellow Palestinians and other Arabs to become local councillors, school governors, and other roles which form a part of daily life in Britain. Their homeland is not forgotten, and these moves will continue the process of making themselves at home in Britain.